So basically, let me share with y'all a little bit more to this personal journey that I've been on since about 2017 when I made the decision to pursue this content creating thing with the goal to one day do it full time. All I've done is exactly what it takes to make that happen, whether or not it's worked in my favor. I've owned the ups, I've owned the downs, the few really encouraging ups, and the many discouraging downs. No matter what the status was, though, I could always count on knowing I was doing something that was fulfilling to me. And that's all that's really ever mattered to me. But aside from that, I also had the pride in knowing that I had always succeeded in one of my life's greatest accomplishments. That's moving to Europe. I already know that some of y'all don't see this as some kind of big feat, but in my life's story, it is. It kind of is. So to put it simple, if I never have anything else, I'll at least always have those two things that I love: content creating and the fact that I live in Europe. And I love both of those things. So just imagine walking into a place that just feels so different where many of the streets are made of bumpy stones and the buildings tell stories of so long ago. It's like the place is like a giant history book made of time. Europe, a sort of canvas of wonder and wander, sort of became my playground as I took that role as a content creator. And in this new, different place, I discovered that what makes it special isn't just the pretty views it has, but it's the kindness and friendliness of the people. It's like a warm hug sometimes, but more often than not, still a real welcoming spirit, especially from the things that go down here that have been passed down for so long, for a really long time. Behind this lens, me and my camera have become a vessel for storytelling, capturing not just breathtaking landscapes, but the very pulse of daily life here in Europe. From bustling markets and festivals to hidden corners and tiny shops where everybody just seems to kind of know everybody. Each frame aimed to paint a portrait of the European lifestyle and European way of life, a life filled with inspiration and wonder and a daily quest for authenticity, and me with just another story to share that can deliver the satisfaction that I personally feel. I still don't know if it's possible to deliver that though. I don't know if that's being delivered across the way I want it to be delivered. I don't know if you're feeling it the way I want it to be felt. And I may not ever succeed at that. But what sets this journey apart from any other accomplishment in my life is that it doesn't necessarily end until I say it does. There's really no finish line here. There's seriously no end game. From small to grand, the adventures seem to be endless. And I get to be an inspiration to others just by sharing it. It will, though, be through these shared adventures and the timeline of progression that the true magic of what I get to enjoy is expressed. A collective tale of laughter and discovery and awe in the forging of memories. But as I mentioned before, the seasons change and so must we. Sometimes life moves us in a direction that we don't quite understand in the moment. I'm one that tries not to question the universe, but maybe learn to tune into it better. And I never want to be on the outside of fate. That's something I never want to do. And so through things beyond my control, I have ended up transitioning back into regular work life, what I call regular work life, normal work life, whatever you guys call it, and which I probably said more times than desired. I pretty much hated it at first. And though it's still not preferred, I've kind of settled into what must be done. So as much as I believe that being a full-time content creator here in Europe is my calling, right now I need to believe that more than that, I am doing the work necessary to position my life for that. Later, reflecting on this journey still fills me with gratitude. It still does after all this time. Europe, with its timeless charm, has gifted joy and inspiration to this guy that's from a place that's quite the opposite. So aside from this just being a personal testimony, I would also like it to be more motivating. I have countless expat hopefuls in my DMs asking, how do I leave? How do I move? How do I escape where I am? And at the same time, YouTube hopefuls asking, how do I begin this? What do I record? What do I say? And honestly, I wanted to make videos on those topics for them and you guys. But the thing is, they just wouldn't fit everyone's path or journey. It would be how I did it, but it couldn't guarantee anyone anything. I just think that if any given thing is for you and you have the mindset and the passion to work towards it, it finds a way. After all, I myself am still sorting out my own path. So as I and you, navigate our own individual paths, videos like this can just be that slight nudge of motivation and kind of positive energy to someone who in any given moment just might need it. Like the video if you liked it. Maybe subscribe if you want to see more motivational stuff like this. But until next time, keep wondering, keep dreaming.